In this video we'll take a look at Motti tactics, which were used by the Finnish in the Russo-Finnish Winter War in 1939-1940. First we will take a look at the modern codified version of the Motti tactics according to the Mountain Operations Field Manual by the US Army, and then take a brief look at the specifics of the conditions in the Winter War. So let's get started. Motti tactics follow the divide and conquer principle, by breaking up the enemy into smaller pieces and defeating those individually. In Finnish, the word Motti denotes a pile of logs or timber held in place by stakes destined to be chopped or sawn into convenient lengths of firewood. Hence a Motti in military terms is basically a pocket with enemy troops. In order to perform Motti tactics, superior mobility is needed, in combination with knowledge of terrain, operating conditions and the environment. Additionally, proper recon is necessary to determine when and where to engage. Generally, the force utilizing Motti tactics never becomes decisively engaged. It disrupts the enemy's supply lines, denies him warmth and shelter, infiltrates his bivouacs and destroys his rear areas to the point where he must remain in a high state of alert. The attack on supplies and bivouacs will decrease the enemy's ability to defend itself against attacks, but also against the environment, thus constantly reducing his ability to fight and morale. The tactics follow a rather simple three-step model: locating and fixing the enemy, isolating the enemy, attacking to defeat or destroy the enemy. First, locating and fixing the enemy. Reconnaissance is conducted to locate an enemy force moving in or toward an area that will restrict his movement to road, trails or linear terrain. Once identified, the force must be fixed so that it presents a linear target along the axis of advance to which it is bound. Hence we have now the log in front of us and need to stop it, to refer to the original analogy of cutting firewood. To accomplish this, obstacles, ambushes and raids are used to stop the enemy from moving. Whereas obstacles can be basically everything like natural waterways, forests, ditches, mines, etc. and any combination of those. Another important part of the attacks and obstacles is to disturb the enemy's routine. Regular raids will hinder him from resting properly, increasing the overall tension and lower morale. Ideally, friendly units attack under the cover of night and terrain. An important part is the avoidance of enemy security forces and striking the enemy's operations to create a large amount of disturbance in the force. This should force the enemy to commit more of his troops for security, thus further reducing the overall effectiveness of his units.